22 cars are lined up on pit road, the fans are filing in, the drivers are ready to go, and that can only mean one thing. It is time for Alpine Stars NASCAR Cup Series pre-season racing to carry on. We're live from the Daytona International Speedway for Daytona Speedweeks, getting ready for the Can-Am Duels. And the duels tonight will set the field for the Daytona 500. Hello everybody, we're live from the NASCAR on CRN booth. I'm Jack Roberts alongside Scott Miles and Connor Speed. Good afternoon, good evening everybody, it's Scott Miles. And I'm Connor Speed. We're live here at Daytona International Speedway getting ready for the Can-Am Duels. This track is legendary, 2.5 miles, 31 degrees of banking, and it's wicked fast. The keys to this race is survival. If you can avoid them being involved in any crashes, then you'll have a good chance at winning and having a great starting position for the Daytona 500. Before we do look at the starting lineup for tonight's duel, the first duel, let's take a look at the drivers to watch for, brought to you by Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels, beat that! Kurt Busch won the AutoZone Clash on Saturday, and now he's looking to carry on with that wave of momentum in tonight's duel. Will he see the checkered flag in this duel and be one step closer to making history, or will he just have it fall apart right before his eyes? Oliver Jolie starts on the pole before the Daytona 500, and his team only told him one thing: avoid being involved in any crashes. Will I see the checkered flag and finish this race, or will he crash out and be starting tail end of the field? Brad Keselowski has established himself as a super speedway racer. He's looking to win a duel race for the first time in his career. So will the checkered flag fall over Keselowski, or will he just simply be making the Daytona 500 field? Defending Alpine Stars NASCAR Cup Series champion Kyle Larson is already a guaranteed lock into the field. It's only a matter of where he's going to start this race. So will Kyle Larson see the checkered flag and win, or will he be starting at the tail end of the field, or will it be mid-pack? Only time will tell. Super Speedway Racing favors the upset drivers like Darrell Wallace Jr., Trevor Bayne, and of course, Ryan Reed. Also, so keep your eyes on these drivers as well as James Hinchcliffe. James Hinchcliffe is a long shot to make the 500, so will any of these drivers make the Daytona 500 field? And that will do it for Can-Am Duel number 1 pre-race show. We now take you trackside for opening ceremonies. Race fans, at this time we ask that you please rise and move your hands in a moment of silence to honor the fallen soldiers of our great nation. Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now it's time for the speedest words in the motorsports. Drivers, start your engines! 22 cars roar to life on pit road, and now it's time to go take a look at the starting lineup brought to you by Sunoco. Sunoco, fueling victories. On the front row, starting on the pole position, will be Alan Mocelli. Starting second will be Kurt Busch. Row 2, starting third will be Kevin Harvick. Starting fourth will be Kyle Larson. Row 3, starting fifth will be Ryan Blaney. Darrell Wallace Jr. starts sixth. Row 4 has Brad Keselowski starting seventh, and Alex Bowman starts eighth. Rounding out the top 10 and 9th will be Jimmie Johnson and Ross Chastain in 10th. Row 6, Matt Kenseth starts 11th. 12th, Trevor Bayne. Starting in row 7 and 13th will be Ryan Reed with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in 14th. And in row 8, starting 15th will be Casey Atwood. Natalie Decker starts 16th. In row number 9, Christopher Bell starts 17th with James Hinchcliffe starting 18th. Rounding out the top 20 and 19th will be Landon Castle, and 20th Alexander Rossi. Rounding out the field for duel number 1 is Reed Sorensen in 21st and Carl Edwards starting 22nd. And here's a look at your onboard cameras. Alex Bowman will carry the Exalta onboard camera, and Kyle Larson will carry the DC Solar onboard camera. Brad Keselowski is going to carry the Bluetooth Gear onboard camera, and Ryan Reed carries the KeenParts.net onboard camera. Carl Edwards will carry the Dodge Gears onboard camera, and finally in duel number 1, Matt Kenseth will carry the DeWalt Tools onboard camera. We are ready to go here for the Can-Am Duels. 1 lap and 1 of 12 on the board. Pace car wheels in. They come to the restart zone. Green flags in the air. Here they come, and there they go. It's time for the duel in Daytona. Down the front stretch they go into turn number 1. Dive 3 wide in turn number 1. Harvick will take the lead early. Here comes Kurt Busch on the outside, getting a push from Kyle Larson. Not going to work. He'll get down to Harvick will lead lap 1. Lap 2 in the book on the board right now. Kyle Larson trying to take the lead away. Down the backstretch they go. Kyle Larson gets a push from Alex Bowman, and Larson will take the lead. They roll up. Larson goes down in front of Kurt Busch. Lap 2 in the books. Kyle Larson leads the way. Now Alex Bowman's going to try and take the lead. Watch out! Kevin Harvick gets loose and spins him into the inside wall, and hard impact for Kevin Harvick. He's all right, and that'll bring up the first caution of the night. Watch what happens. Harvick has his car go around into the outside wall, then he hits tail first and just comes to a dead stop. The dead stop is very bizarre, but either way, 6 laps down. We're 6 laps into this event. Pace car rolls in. Green flag's going to fly right back to the air. Alex Bowman and Kyle Larson take off. Kyle Larson trying to chase down Alex Bowman. He's not going to get there. Here comes Ryan Blaney to take the lead away from Alex Bowman. Down the back stretch they go. Ryan Blaney up to the middle. Here comes Kyle Larson with a run on the outside. Kurt Busch has a run on the inside though. Major momentum. Kurt Busch leads lap number 6. Halfway through this event now. And this duel's in the books. Whatever happens after this duel is official. Here comes Kurt Busch. He's blocked Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Goes back down. Black Stenhouse Jr. leads lap 7. Lap 8 on the board. Here comes Kurt Busch. Down the back stretch they go. Into turn 3, he continues to block. Stenhouse now he blocks James Hinchcliffe from advancing. Kurt Busch leads lap 8. Lap number 9 on the board. Folds just 5 laps left. 7 down, 5 to go. Or is it 8 down, 4 to go? Doesn't matter. Kurt Busch, 3-car battle. Up, he continues to block. He blocks Wallace again, then goes down, blocks Hinchcliffe. Lap 10 on the board. 9 laps down, 3 laps remain, everybody. Kurt Busch back through turn number 3. Here comes Kyle Larson trying to take the lead away. Kurt Busch will not lead this lap. Kyle Larson leads lap 10. Lap 10 on the board, everybody. Back down through turns 1 and 2. Down the back stretch they go. 3-car battle once again for the lead. Wallace continues to make an epic charge for it. Kyle Larson's got the lead though. White flag in the air here in duel number 1. 1 lap to go in the Can-Am, in the first Can-Am duel. Down through turn number 2 they go. Here comes Kurt Busch. They are 3 wide. Here comes James Hinchcliffe with a push for Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch to the front. He continues to hold the lead down. Kurt Busch will win this race, and Hinchcliffe makes the Daytona 500. What a race for Kurt Busch. He will burn it down, and he begins to celebrate this Can-Am duel victory. That is his second Can-Am duel victory since 2011. Kurt Busch, Daytona 500 champion from 2017. He celebrates in victory lane, and congratulations to Kurt Busch and his number 41 team for the victory. Let's take a look at the unofficial race results for Can-Am duel number 1. And here is the unofficial race results for Can-Am duel number 1. The top 9 will all lock in their spots, and that means Kurt Busch winning the duel he'll start 3rd. James Hinchcliffe will start 5th after his 2nd place finish. Darrell Wallace Jr. finishes 3rd, will start 7th in the Daytona 500. Kyle Larson finishes 4th, he'll start 9th. Rounding out the top 5 will be Ryan Reed, he starts 11th. Ryan Blaney is 6th, he'll start 13th. Carl Edwards finishes 7th, he'll start 15th. Trevor Bayne finishes 8th, he'll start 17th. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is the last car to lock in a spun to the Daytona 500, he'll start 19th. 10th, Brad Keselowski. 11th, Alex Bowman. 12th, Landon Castle. Ross Chastain finishes 13th. Alan Mocelli, the pole sitter, finishes 14th. 15th, finishing Finishing the race in 15th is Jimmie Johnson. Matt Kenseth finishes the duel in 16th. 17th, Natalie Decker. 18th, Casey Atwood. 19th, we'll go to Alexander Rossi. Rounding out the top 20 will be Christopher Bell. 21st, Reed Sorensen, and rounding out the field with a DNF is Kevin Harvick. He'll finish 22nd. And that's a wrap on Can-Am Duel number 1. Stay tuned because NASCAR on CRN will get you straight to Duel number 2. I'm Connor Speed for NASCAR on CRN. We'll catch you on the flip side. 22 cars are lined up on pit road once again. The fans have stuck around and they are on their feet screaming like crazy. It's time to get Duel number 2 underway. We're setting up rows 2 through 10 tonight, and the final 9 positions will be decided by NASCAR, whatever means necessary. We're back here at the NASCAR on CRN booth, which you will see in a moment. Hello, everybody. We're back here for Can-Am Duel number 2. It is Jack Roberts alongside my great co-hosts Scott Miles and Connor Speed. Good evening, everybody. I'm Scott Miles, and I'm Connor Speed. We're back here at Daytona International Speedway. The 2.5-mile trial has hosted the Daytona 500 since 1959. And since 1982, it has been the Sprint Cup Series season opener. But this year, the Alpine Stars NASCAR Cup Series will get their first crack at the Daytona 500 being the season opener. We got a great duel lined up for you guys here in duel number 2. Now let's take a look at the drivers to watch for. Brought to you by Goodyear. Goodyear, more driven. Missing out on the pole by 3/1000ths of a second is the duel number 2 pole sitter Nicole Behar. She'll start outside front row of on the Daytona 500. Can Nicole Behar survive this duel and will maintain that second starting position? This is William Byron's first year behind the wheel of a Hendrick Motorsports car. They have given him the 9 for the time being. Will William Byron take the number 9 to victory lane this year in the Can-Am Duels? Chase Elliott has won 2 duels in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. His first duel win came in 2017, and then he followed that up with a 2018 win in the duels. He did not win a Sprint Cup Series duel in 2019, but he's looking to rebound. Will Chase Elliott make it 3 duel wins tonight? Watch Jamie McMurray, the 2010 Daytona 500 winner, knows his way around this track. Can he use his knowledge of Daytona International Speedway to go to victory lane tonight? After the rough outing in 2018 that Kyle Busch had, he's ready to make 2019 his year in the Alpine Stars NASCAR Cup Series. Will Kyle Busch be able to pull off the amazing comeback of 2019? Martin Truex Jr. has never won a NASCAR race here at Daytona, Can-Am Duel, Daytona 500, or otherwise. Will tonight finally snap the Daytona jinx for the 78 team? And that's gonna do it for the pre-race show for Can-Am Duel number 2. We now take you trackside for the command to fire the engines. And now it's time for the most famous words in motorsports. Drivers, start your engines! 22 cars roar to life on pit road once again. Now it's time to go take a look at the starting lineup. Tonight's starting lineup for Can-Am Duel number 2 is brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it! On the front row, starting on the pole position, will be Nicole Behar. Starting second will be William Byron. Row 2 has Jamie McMurray. Starting third, Chase Elliott starts fourth. Row 3, starting fifth, will be Kyle Busch. 6 will be Martin Truex Jr. Row 4 has Justin Allgaier. Starting 7th. 8 will be Tyler Reddick. Rounding out the top 10, starting 9th will be Erik Jones. Clint Boyer will start 10th. Row 6, Ty Majeski will start 11th. Austin Dillon will start 12th. Row 7, starting 13th will be Joey Logano. Chase Briscoe starts 14th. And in row 8, Erik Jones starts 15th. Samara Di Silvestro starts 16th. Row 9, starting 17th will be Ryan Hunter-Reay, and in 18th will be Scott Speed. Row 10, Paige Decker starts 19th. Daniel Hemrick rounds out the top 20. Rounding out the field for Can-Am Duel number 2, David Sars starts 21st, and Connor Daly will start 22nd. And here are your onboard cameras. William Byron carries the Mountain Dew onboard camera. Justin Allgaier carries the Swab onboard camera. And Scott Speed will carry the Altel Energy onboard camera. Paige Decker carries the XI batteries onboard camera. They'll be joined by Ty Majeski with the iRacing onboard camera. Erik Jones will carry the Smithfield onboard camera. Focus on that Smithfield! Kyle Busch will carry the M&M's onboard camera, and finally, Martin Truex Jr. will carry the Fast Pro Shop onboard camera. We We are moments away from the green flag flying in duel number 2. Nicole B. Hart, William Byron lead us to the green flag. Pace car rolls on the pit road. Green flags in the air. Here they come, and here we go. It's time to duel once again in Daytona as they head for turn 1. They roll into turn number 1 and 2. 3 wide down the back stretch as William Byron will take the lead. Now changing to McMurray with help from Kyle Busch. Never mind. William Byron goes. McMurray's out the run though. Hold the phone. McMurray's only lap 1. They're still 3 wide as they head for turns 1 and 2. Down the back stretch they go. 3 wide for the lead. Chase Elliott's got the lead now. McMurray wants to hang on to it. He'll go up in turn 4. He'll hold on to the lead as Howard Roll goes for a spin. That's going to bring up the first caution of this duel. And let's take a look at what happened. Erik Jones gets loose off turn number 4, just slides into the grass. He gets 4 tires and he will be able to drive away, but he's going to have a long way to go if he wants back into this Daytona 500. Lap 5 restart on the board. Pace car rolls in. Green flag is back in the air. We're back on the way. McMurray spins the tires. Here comes Chase Elliott. Down the trial they go. McMurray holding on to the lead though. Barely hanging on. Joe Logano goes for a flip. Ryan Hunter, Ray, Glenn Boyer, Ty Majeski, and David Stern all involved. Watch what happens. Looks like something snaps on Logano's car. He goes for a flip, and the others get involved with nowhere to go. And we have an in-race update. Simona Di Silvestro, Austin Dillon, and Erik Jones will all be out with electrical issues. Tough break for them. Absolutely, we get ready for the lap time and restart. As we complete the first half of this race, the second half begins. Green flag's going to fly right back through the air. McMurray gets going in. Truex does not. McMurray goes through turns 1 and 2 with the lead. Jamie McMurray out in front now. Here comes Chase Elliott with help from William Byron. Down the back stretch to go into turn 3 and 4. Elliott's going to take the lead. Off the trail where they go to complete lap 7. And lap 8's on the board. Lap 8 on the board. Whoa! Truex Jr. goes for a big flip. 3-car pileup, and that's going to bring up the third caution of the duel. Look at this again. Something snaps on Truex Jr.'s car. He goes up and over. McMurray just had nowhere to go, and so did Kyle Busch. We're getting word that the red flag is out, and they will have 15 minutes of cleanup estimated. For those who are wondering why we are under the red flag, here it is again. Something snaps on Truex Jr.'s car. He goes up and over for a flip. The cleanup has been completed. The yellow flag is back out. The race will restart on lap 11. We get the command to refire the engines shortly. Drivers can refire their engines when ready. Engines have refired and they are rolling away. Here's one last look at what happened that put us under the red flag. Truex Jr. had a great run going, then up and over. Jamie McMurray and Kyle Busch had nowhere to go. Lap 11 restart. Everybody's on their feet now. And the fans are ready. We're ready to go. Green flag will fly right through the air. Chase Elliott gets away, but William Byron refuses to let him get away for long. And it turns number 1 and 2. They go down the back stretch. 3 side by side for the lead. William Byron is there, refusing to let Chase Elliott get away as they hit through 3 and 4. Up through 3 and 4 they go to the trail. A white flag in the air. 1 lap to go here in duel number 2. Chase Elliott leads the way, but not by much. Here comes Daniel Hemrick to make it a 3-car battle. William Byron still down on the inside. They're hanging tough. Here they come through turns 3 and 4. Up the trail they come. Chase Elliott's gonna win duel number 2 as they crash behind him. Scott Speed slides on his roof and lands on his wheels. Last lap crash happens and Chase Elliott survives. Watch what happens to Scott Speed. Something snaps under his car. He goes for a flip. Hamrick involved. Reddick involved. Daly involved. And in fact, Scott Speed slid across his roof and then landed on his wheels. The front stretch is cleaned up for Chase Elliott as he will celebrate his 3rd straight duel win. He burns down the house and the celebration is on for the 2014. A big time celebration for Chase Elliott as he wins his 3rd straight duel race. Congratulations to Chase Elliott for winning Can-Am duel number 2 and making it his 3rd straight duel win. We now take a look at the unofficial race results for duel number 2. Can-Am duel number 2 is in the books. Here are the unofficial race results for Can-Am duel number 2. Finishing first will be Chase Elliott. He'll start 4th in the 500. William Byron finishes 2nd. He'll start 6th. 3rd goes to Chase Briscoe. He'll start 8th. Daniel Hemrick will start 4th, but the 8 car will be sent to the tail end as he was involved in that last lap crash. Erik Jones will finish 5th. Scott Speed will finish 6th. He'll start 14th, but just like Hemrick, he'll fall to the back of the field. Finishing 7th will be Justin Allgaier. He'll start 16th. Nicole B. Hart starts 2nd, but she finished 8th in tonight's duel. Tyler Reddick finishes 9th. He'll start 18th, but just like the other 2, he'll have to go to the rear. 10th goes to Paige Decker. She'll start 20th. Connor Daly 11th. Martin Truex Jr. DNF in 12th with a crash. Jamie McMurray also out in a crash. 13th, finishes 13th, 14th, Kyle Busch. Simona Di Silvestro, 15th. She had an electrical issue just like Austin Dillon in 16th, and Erik Jones in 17th. Joe Logano finishes 18th with a crash. Ryan Hunter-Reay finishes 19th. Clint Bowyer rounds out the top 20. 21st, Tony Majeski and David Song rounds out the field in 22nd. That's going to do it for the unofficial race results. We now take a look at the current Daytona 500 starting lineup. When we started Daytona SpeedWeeks, we had 29 spots to fill in the Daytona 500. Now, after the Can-Am Duels, 20 of those 29 spots have been claimed. And here's the current Daytona 500 starting lineup after the Can-Am Duels. Starting on the pole position will be Alan Majoli. Nicole Bihar starts on the outside pole. Starting third will be Kurt Busch. Chase Elliott starts fourth. James Hinchcliffe starts fifth. Starting sixth will be William Byron. Starting seventh will be Darrell Wallace Jr. Chase Briscoe starts eighth. Kyle Larson starts ninth. Daniel Hemrick rounds out the top 10, but Daniel Hemrick and the 8 team are going to have to go to the rear. Ryan Reed will start 11th. Starting 12th, Eric Almirola. 13th goes to Ryan Blaney. 14th goes to Scott Speed, but just like Daniel Hemrick, he'll have to go to the rear. Carl Edwards will start 15th. 16th will go to Justin Allgaier. 17th, Trevor Bayne will start there. Starting 18th will be Tyler Reddick, but Tyler Reddick will have to drop to the rear of the field with Scott Speed and Daniel Hemrick. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will start 19th. 20th will go to Paige Decker. 21st through 29th have yet to be determined, and NASCAR has told us they will have the official 500 field filled on Friday. And we thank you all for watching. When we meet up again, it will be for the Great American Race, the Daytona 500, where 29 drivers will race their hearts out and put 100% on the line to win the Harley General Trophy. So until we meet again, then and there, on behalf of our pit reporters, our camera crew, and my great co-hosts, Jeff Roberts and Scott Miles, I'm Connor Speed, signing off for now, saying so long and good night, everyone. Transmission ends now.